YouTube! It's me, your bestest not slime boy. It's Spoot, Fort Misery Gaming. I've put about a day into the game. I'm doing okay. Got some really good pulls, so I'm going to show off my account. But we're also just going to give you the first look. We're going to give a very brief rundown of the menus, how to find things to look for. I will have a tips and tricks video coming out over the weekend. Little things that you might be able to use to kind of edge yourself up. So let's look at it. I'm still not playing the official in-game audio because Bandai has been slapping people with demonetization, so just giving you a heads up on why the music doesn't match the game. Alright, so you have the regular screen, which you can wander around your city as you are building it. On the phone, you control the left side of the screen as your movement, and the right side of the screen is the camera. Since I am I'm mirroring this to my computer, so I have to do this. So you can, like, wander around and, like, talk to dudes and, like, get stuff. This is honestly something you want to do every day. You'll build up everybody's levels. They'll give you presents. As they rank up, you'll get gems. So, like, it's free currency. Plus, you get little bitty pieces of stats. That's pretty good. See if we can find... Oh, mama. Let's go talk to Shion. She loves that chicken at Popeyes, they tell me. I don't really have a... That's not really a joke. I just said it because it was the first thing that came to mind, so don't read into that too deep. Alright, so, menu-wise. So, at the top left, you've got your Great Sage button. If you get stuck in the game, or you're, like, trying to figure out how to do things, you can come here and ask it questions. Usually it's just like, hey, here's the thing you should be doing to level up, or here's what this particular quest does. It's useful sometimes, but if you're paying, like, kind of attention, it's not that big a deal. Your citizens are up here. This is how many you have and how many you can have. I have 30 because I have not completed this building. This is your population. So this is essentially the main gatekeep of the game. So you'll notice you get certain things at certain populations. Your power creep relies 100% on your population. You can rush the story mode in the very beginning, but if you do not take the time to build your city, you will not have the levels required to unlock some of the upgraded abilities, like ability awakenings and stuff like that. Also, the forge, like, you can't even get the level 3 forge until almost 4,000. It's very important, I promise you. Like, ability release level 3, super important. Oh, wow, you get 3 and 4 at the same... Oh. That's pretty good. All right. So, yeah, that's something we definitely need. Your stamina up here, you can click it. You can either use magic crystals, don't do it, or you can use healing potions. Probably use a couple of those. Doing your dailies, you do get some free stamina, so that's not that big a deal. Gold is gold, gems are gems. I'm gonna tell you on average, so on a banner... each banner has a pity that doesn't carry over. Think Genshin. Also think Genshin for the prices, because $80 for 5 pulls is really expensive. And that's just the sale. On the not sale, that's only 3 pulls with 100 left over. So I don't know if I would recommend that, being 100% honest with you. The gems are very, very expensive. Going down the left side first, we've got announcements. This is essentially just everything. It'll tell you when things are ending. If there's any maintenance, any issues during the tutorial. Start of service announcement. So as of today, the 28th, it went live. All this stuff. DVD. And then, does this, like, tell you when it ends? Oh, this is, yeah, it does. I guess it stops on 11/9, so that's fine. On the left side are your presents. This is where you go to pick up gifts, all that stuff. Pretty bare bones, pretty basic. These are your missions. So you've got your dailies, which you want to do because it gives you a pretty good chunk of stamina anyway. And then a little bit of experience. But this is where you're going to get your gems. It's 15 gems a day. It's 300 to pull, so it's not... It's like 20 days for a pull, I think. which isn't awful. It's not like Dragalia free pulls, but like what is at this point? Your total, these are your big milestones, like have your population build, reach ogre, things. Most of this is going to be like, you built a certain thing, here's a present for it. Limiteds are very temporary things, although obviously with 152 days left, I will be fine. The Silver Blacksmith's Hammer, these are how you unlock certain, you can evolve certain equipments to 5-star. I believe these are the 6-star hammers, yeah. And I'm pretty sure most of these are attached to the Conquest, which I have not unlocked yet, as I have not gotten to that population, although I'm only about like 400 off. This is something that you definitely want to pay attention to. So, I'm on the second tick of the bingo board, so each time you finish the board, you get a shard to awaken the free 5-star Shuna that you get. Do it. Awakenings are very important in the game, so unfortunately dupes are necessary for like super tippy-top high-tier stuff. Just playing the game's not too bad, though. Also, you get a crap ton of stuff just for doing it. You also get like magic crystals for doing each one, so like it's what, 30 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 240 crystals plus 60. That's a free pull right there if you really need to. That's not too bad. So that is your missions, your daily stuff, those things. Here is your menu. You can look at your items. These are all pretty basic. These are materials. These are things you can feed to make your people like you more. These are your consumables, awakening items, enhancement skills. You pump these into your abilities. Let's go back. Sworn Friend. This is a pretty important one. Like, the more friends you have on here, the better off you are. Because you can... Oh, I already sent that to Neo. Okay, we're good. This is how you can speed up your construction in your city. And I'll show you that in a second. But that's also really important because, like I said, it's kind of the main time gate in the game. You would think it would be power or something like that, but it is not. Profile. If you want to add me, you can go ahead and add me. There's my Chancellor. There's my Charybdis boy. I am level 9. I've got 3,200. I have 107 facility. Do you get to change your Heroes Jubilee? I guess that's not a thing yet. I guess that's coming out. Great Sage. This is where you can go to see like what levels you have. Thought Acceleration is your auto speed. Olive create. Well, here I'll say enables you to see the rankings of other chancellors. Doesn't really matter too much. Analytical Appraisal is your bond experience. Parallel Processing is how you can auto stages. I'll show you that in a second. We've got Chant Annulment, which lets you cancel. It lets you skip. It auto skips some animations. And I think that's pretty much it, because the rest of them are just parallel processing and analytical appraisal, just shooting up through the roof at that point. Because they're both like 22 and 21, so they'll take a long time to go. Going to gallery, you can look at any art you have unlocked, which is cute. You know, you can look at art. You could look at whatever art you want. I'm just focusing on the art in this CG picture. Yeah, you know, we did it. All right, what else do we got? Options, these are the same things. You got your sound settings, graphic settings. Actually, let me turn that back on high. Skip battle skills, and then you can return it to default. I turn all my notifications off because I check the game regularly enough, and I'm not a nerd. Help. This is just... This is essentially where you want to go if you have no idea what the game does. It's what I'm telling you right now. Data transfer lets you actually create your ID so you can transfer it, because there are no social media links right now. So be very, very, very careful about that, because people have lost accounts. Inquiries, I believe, takes you to... Oh, yeah, it absolutely takes you to this thing. All right, well, I don't want that thing. So let's go back. Let's go back to the start. Other, I don't know what's in here. This is all copyright stuff, doesn't really matter. Language settings, return to title screen. These are all pretty obvious. Help takes you to the thing. You can hit collect all, and it'll give you all of your resources from your buildings without having to go into the building screen. So that's really, really cool. All right, so back to this side. So your banners are up here up top. It's going to tell you like what's going on, what you can see. Right now, you know, there's not a whole lot. The game came out yesterday, so. Shop. This is a little more in depth. You got the magic crystal shop. This just tells you what all's here. Friendship Bazaar. So the more you use, the more you help your friends out, the more of the stuff you can get. These are resetting soon, I think. Yeah, because like it's 2 days until November. So like if you can get in and get these, great. But like if you can't, you can't. Tempest Bazaar coins. You get these for doing specific achievements and stuff like that. This is where you can get a lot of the blacksmith materials. Seeds of Growth, I believe, are attached to the Conquest campaign, but I'm not 100% sure. And then these are your 5-star, 4-star, and 3-star resources that you can use to buy the really cool stuff. I don't have any, so it's not like it really matters. Oh, I guess I have one. I have 1 gold. Do I have any silvers? I have 2 silvers, so that's good. All right, that is it for the shop. Interact. This is where you can pick your people, get your bonds up. You do get stats and gems out of raising your bonds, so when you get a chance, it's a good idea to do it. Let's go to... Yeah, we'll do Shion. Why not? So you can give her a gift. You can change her style. If you have any other... what are these things called? Outfits. Yes, outfits. You can click on them. They get physics engines for some reason. So Steel Annihilator, Ardent Attendant. You can do either or. It doesn't really matter. You can do the character. So it tells you like a little bit about... let's see. Voice. Lets you do different voice lines. So you have to bond up to unlock more, I believe. And that's pretty much it for Interact. Forge. This is important. You forge equipment, you level it up, you get it better. There are unique equipments, like when we got logged in, we got Rimuru's sword, which is very good on either of the Rimurus you get, although it is significantly better on the Space Rimuru, which is the Chancellor of Tempest. So you forge these, you throw them on your gear, on your people, you level them up. It's pretty standard. I like it. Getting the stuff is in the regular levels, so this will show you all of the stuff we have. I got like Rimuru's sword here. I cannot evolve it as I do not have my level 3 guy. I also need another Fang, apparently. Like when equipped by a space character, attack by 5%. So that's really cool. These are where you're going to get a lot of like your nickel and dime stats on things. You can redo gear to try and get certain stats on it. I don't really recommend doing it with gear you want to miss. Disassemble, same thing. If you have old gear that you don't use, you can drop it and get pieces out of it. List is just, hey, this is what I have. So that's pretty standard. All right, build. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we'll go to the town function. So this is the town. It has different things. Each of these do specifically different things. So I've got like a farm that generates food. I've got the dig sites that generate the ability crystals. Yeah. And then everything has a time limit. So everything right now is like anywhere from an hour to 5 or 7 for the restaurant. So it's a little silly there. You also have some decoration things. You've got like Rimuru's stump, barrels, all these things you can do. So let's show you what these are. Let's go back to the main screen. So each of these buildings does a certain thing. If it has a item over it, this is what it like gives you if it runs. Each ability, like if you're trying to build something, like I've got 32 minutes left on this one, you can click it and request aid. I don't think, yep, I don't have any time left on this one. So, oh yeah, no, okay, so I can take 20 minutes off of that if they respond. So once a day, you can ask your friends to shorten the time by a certain amount per person, which is really cool. If Dragalia had that, the fast hammers would have not been a thing. So this is essentially, you can build them wherever you want. You can let it auto build. It's kind of like, actually, I think it just does auto build. I don't know. Let me look. Do I have something that goes somewhere? Yeah, I can build a stump. I don't know where it went though. Okay, well let me see. I want to see the stump. Oh, complete. Oh, there it is. There's this stone. So yeah, they do auto build, so you don't ever really have to worry about where your stuff goes, because like they don't get bonuses off of each other. You can also click on things to level them up. It gives you like what they do, what the chance is, what you can upgrade, and what you unlock by upgrading them. Once you get certain things up to a certain like level, you can put. This is like every other dormitory or base growing thing. Like each character has a passive stat on things they have more output on. So you can put other characters on top of these, and they will get you more stuff. Like the training ground output is like 702, and when it starts normally, I think at level 5, it's level, I think it's 550. I could be wrong. It also shortens production time pretty significantly, depending on if you have a character that buffs that. So always make sure you are doing something on this screen. Like right now, I can have one other thing upgraded, so that'll take an hour. Let's see if it'll let me. Okay, I have 2. All right, so I'll show you this trick. So we're gonna go do this. It says, "Hey, you can't do anymore. Don't do this. You can rent an extra construction slot for like 30 gems for 7 days. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Also, don't really use your gems on stamina. And you can also use gems on like speeding these things up, but it's like it's expensive. Like just for an hour, it's 10 crystals. I think it's 10 per hour. So don't do that. These are all it's pretty basic. It's not like a super intensive thing. It doesn't really matter how you decorate. Like you don't get bonus points from that. That's not that huge a deal. Recruit. This is your pull a character. I think I have a ticket, so I'll pull a ticket. You can check your banner notes and everything. Oh, constipated slime. High density energy. Can I at least get a gold? Please? No? Alright, well, I try. I got Gail Gibson! My boy! You can check your recruit rates and drops and everything. It sort of tells you who's available and what the general rate is. So if they are on rate up, it is 3%. 4%. Oh, boy. Because it combines the two. So for battle character, it's 3%, and for protection character, which are the support characters, it is 1%. So support characters tend to be more important sort of across the board. Just be really careful with that. You can hit the home button, and it takes you back to your town. And you get to see everything you're building, sort of in live thing. Companions, these are your 2, so your battle characters are here, your protection characters are here. Battle characters, you unlock ability release, equipment, and skill upgrades as you go. It tells you like what your stats are, what the equipment is, what their expertise is, what kind of output they have. It tells you generally what your stat breakdown is, like how your stats are made, so that's kind of cool. Eventually you get facilities that give you stats, but we don't have them yet. Unique statuses are specific to like, do they have a higher crit rate? Do they have a lot of guard? That kind of stuff. Level up is easy. You just... I guess I should probably level up a character I can level up. I'm kind of showing off unintentionally here. I do apologize. Although I did tell everybody I would show off my board. So you just hold this and they level up. Just be careful about that, because if you're not paying attention, you can level up a little more than you had intended. So definitely be really safe about that. Because you will get... it's not like you can really waste a lot of it, because considering it's an almost infinite resource that you can farm. Ability release. This is a big one. I'll go more into depth on this later. You'll get ability stones, and you'll unlock flat stats for each tier. The only one that you're going to get sort of handled on is 5, where you need dupes. But this is the quickest way to get points. It's just that's good information to have. Awaken, you get dupes. You can either get the crystal, or eventually you get universal unlocks, which are good. So it'll tell you like when you go up each star, like what your status limits are, like what your high-end stuff is. So like when she goes to stat 3, her own critical damage goes up by 8%, which is pretty good. And that's pretty much it. You've got your equipments. These are all pretty explanatory, and your skills. This is where things are a little weird. So each character either has 1 or 2 skills, and they generally have a trait. So you can go into enhance and like use these to make this better. Although you have to do it in stages, so like you have to unlock the next kind. And that's that's pretty much it for battle characters. Like, it's not super in-depth. Everybody has an element. It's a 7-star. So Shadow and Moon are against each other, and then everybody else goes in a wheel. I believe it's fire, earth, wind, space, water? But I could be wrong. I always forget which one that one is. Your protection character. This is your support character. Now this is just me flexing. I'm sorry. So these are the guys that give you like flat stats and affect your team. So like for this guy, Charybdis, he increases all space allies, their attack by 10%, and all wind allies by 8%. And then when you activate him, he ups the character cost, the skill limit to 31, and then he increases all of your spirit gain by 150%. It's pretty good. So if you want to see who I'm running, I just cracked 115 today. I was at like 70k yesterday. I was waiting for my all of my stuff to go up. I still do have to level up and equip the smaller guys, but I've really been focused on trying to get like the heavy hitters out. It's doing okay so far. Like, it'll give you the breakdown for EP, like what's your protection character, what's your support, what's your like actual breakdown. Your support character is a big chunk of stats. That is very important to keep them leveled. All right, what else do we got? We did the Build Nation. Quests. We'll do an auto when we go in. So I'm only at the back end of level 7. So we'll click on one of these. Each has 3 difficulties. The distance between them is very large. Like at the end of beginner, they want you at 14k. At the end of normal, they want you at 32,000. At the beginning of expert, they want you at 116. So I can just now start doing these. 2 days and 115,000 in. Training is exactly what it sounds. You got a level up quest, you got a gold quest, you get your stones from here. They all have 3 difficulties depending on what stones you're trying to get. I cannot do these yet, though I have unlocked them. You unlock the next one by just clearing the prior one, so it's pretty simple there. Your Predator Battle is where you fight a monster until you have Rimuru eat him, and then you can get enhancement abilities for your actual active abilities. Event is Conquest. I do not have it. I do not know what it does. I assume this is where you do some like higher end fighting to get materials. Requests are characters through here. So like you can get more stamina potions from here, but they're all like kind of high. I assume you can unlock some other stuff through it too. But let's go ahead and do a quick story. I'll show you what it does for an auto first. So we'll just do the very first mission. Parallel processing is how you auto it. So it gives you the stamina estimate. It lets you do this, and it will run it for a minute 55. So you can go do other stuff while it's doing that. Although I don't think you can start another quest. Well, you might be able to. I don't know. I'm willing to burn that and see what it does. All right. Oh, okay, no. So you can do everything but. So if you're trying to farm a particular stage, you can parallel process while that's going on, but you cannot start another quest. So that's really cool. The game is pretty basic, all things considered. I'll go ahead and kill that. That's fine. We're going to cancel that. I'm not mad about that. Oh, it gives you your stamina back. Okay. All right, nope, cancel. We're just going to load this in real quick, give you a quick look-see at the combat, and then we can call it a day. Yep, skip that. I want to make sure auto is off. Otherwise, these people are going to die real quick. Real fast. Okay, so speed, you have 2 modes. You can do real fast or super fast. You can switch characters, your 2 characters in the back line. Oh, I haven't done this yet. You can set your rear guards to go up. That's not too bad. Auto is obviously auto. If you have a support guy up, you do blue souls to fill this meter up, and when you can activate them, you activate them. All of your skills are down here. They cost skill points, which are activated by green abilities. So like right now, if I wanted to do something, I would do green, green, or if I wanted to get more points into him, I would do blue, blue, blue. Now, the way it works is you match the character or the color. You can't do both. So if I wanted, like, all regular Rimuru, I would do this one. And if I didn't want to do regular Rimuru and I wanted to just do, like, green, I would do her. Although, coincidentally, it's both her, so that doesn't really matter. And the more you use those, it'll tell you what you get. So I get 13 points into my skill, which will go from 30 to 43. which is fine. Your orange skills are just damage. You get a bonus to the damage, so generally what you want to do is run that. These are just your regular attacks. They do things. Your skills, all of these have an effect, like Olive Creation, increase all allies' attack by 36, increase defense by 20, decrease a single target special gauge, heal everybody, change blue to green, up everybody's defense. These are all pretty standard. Every character has their own set, so I'll just tap these two. The more you attack, you'll see this gauge on the bottom go up. That is their special ability. And that is it. That is combat. It gets harder as the game goes because you have to make decisions, and elemental weaknesses are very, very strong. So playing to elemental weaknesses is definitely the way to go, but obviously if you don't have them, you cannot do that. So, like in the reroll guide, most people are running for Chancellor of Tempest Rimuru, but having a good support is kind of important too. So, oh, we got help. Ah, yeah. Gonna send aid to that boy. He's trying to do the hut. Proud of him. And that's it. The game itself is relatively simple. The thing that I really like about this, and Sora mentioned this as well, and I thought it was very appropriate. The Great Sage character is where all of your rank stuff is. And all of the unlocks are these high quality of life modes that you would usually have to either pay for or unlock through other means in other gachas. So the idea that you get the majority of the good ones within a couple of hours of playing is really good. It also is really thematic because it turns them into like Great Sage skills, which is super cute. Like I actually like that a lot. Like that's very apropos. So that's it, guys. That's really the whole shebang. I'll put my troop back up here to get at the end, just so you guys can see it again. Dupes are important. The thing that I want to caution everybody about is dupes are important. Don't spend money if you don't have to. These gems are very, very expensive for no reason. These are like Genshin gems, and the pity rate isn't so good that it's worth really running down that hard. Make sure to keep your city moving. Make sure you're always building something, because like once you get up to the 3,000 mark, a lot of the big buildings take 3 to 5+ hours. So that means while you can go do other stuff, you may not be able to have a power spike until you get closer to 4,000. In the beginning, it's really fast, but as you go, your little power spikes are slower and slower, but they're still pretty powerful. So that's it. Are you guys enjoying the game? I'm actually enjoying it a lot. It's very simple. It's very low maintenance. If I really want to go stupid on it, I can, but I don't have to. So I'm actually enjoying it thoroughly. So tell me what your team is. Send me some things. We've got some other people we're looking to do some collabs with. Zahal of Dokkan fame. I'm trying to goad him into doing a video with me. If anybody in like the Nagato or Kabuki range wanna sit down and bullshit about the game, that'd be great. Like we've been in the same circles for a long time, and like I talk to a lot of them on Twitter occasionally, but I don't really know a lot of them personally. Sora I do chat with here and there, but that's, you know, like we're trying to get involved with some other people. Belial, who does the info Twitter, I really want to get him on and kind of pick his brain, because he's been like the driving force behind like as much info getting dumped about this game as humanly possible. So just keep an eye out for it. I've reached out to a couple of people. I will be reaching out to more. Obviously, we have been sort of in the weeds for the better part of a month and a half, so like our analytics are just shot to shit. But if there's somebody you want me to reach out to and you want to see him on the channel, just give me a yell. If you want to be on the channel, we'll talk. We'll see what's going on. All right, everybody, keep sliming, I guess. Do that old Nickelodeon.